You want to do a handle team and a dock team, but I think there's a third team that we're going to need for tonight.
This afternoon.
Sure. We'll say.
It's only 2 p.m. I assume you want to go see Doc Elmer in an hour or so, right?
Yeah.
My assumption was it would be before dinner time, probably.
Someone should watch over Tommy's grave and see if anyone digs it up or if he rises.
But he would only do that at night.
Volunteers?
Exactly.
So we don't need to worry about that till.
Could we try to regroup before then and have a look at that together?
Yeah.
Sundown's probably about 8 p.m. You guys have tons of time.
Yeah.
It's probably easiest for me to do it, I guess.
Watch Tommy's grave?
Yeah.
Yay!
Fine, you're always going off alone anyway.
Thanks, Ted.
As you push your head aside so they can't see you, like,
Thanks, Ted.
freaking out.
Silently crying.
Alright, I'm gonna go
Okay,
to
so what's the plan?
Okay.
I'm gonna go to
We
Doc's.
can wrap this up in the next half hour.
I'm gonna go to Bill's house.
I'm going
and
to
see
you,
him.
Doc.
And I'll go with him to Hills.
So Hill's house is these two.
Doc.
Who's going? You two are going to
Doc.
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 So this side of the table is Doc. And Richard and...
Michael.
Thank you. I'm just using last names too. And you're kids, so I'm trying to use first names. Let's do Tommy Hill's room first, because that probably won't be as hard. How do you guys want to go get into his room?
I have really.
You go to the window. I'm going to distract him at the door.
Go to the window.
Okay, so let's deal with the door first.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? You can go up to the front door and knock. Mr. Hill answers.
Hello, Mr. Hill.
Hello, Michael. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm very sorry about your loss.
Yes, we all are. What do you need?
Jill, Tommy's little friend, was talking to us earlier at the funeral.
Okay.
And she said something about him having some kind of treasure around the house, maybe, or somewhere he would maybe hide it.
I don't know about his treasure.
Okay, well, according to her, she said something about him wanting her to have it. I didn't know if you had any idea where it could be.
Well, let's go look in his room. You're climbing in Tommy's window.
Yeah.
You hear your friend up front, distracting them, keeping them away from you, and you're so totally safe.
Do I need to roll like stealth?
No, nobody's really paying attention.
Okay.
Where do you want to look for this treasure?
What's in his room?
It's a bed. There's a little cheap desk, chest of drawers, a small wardrobe. That's about it.
Can I check under his bed?
Yeah, you can look under his bed. Let's see. Where's Tommy Hill's room? Here we go. Tommy Hill's room. Nip. Oh, hey, there's a hat box.
Hat box?
It says TRESUR on the side of it in crayon. Treasure.
Yeah, and I pull it out and
Yeah.
open it.
You open it up. There's just a bunch. It looks like junk in there. There's some tickets. There's it looks like there's a bunch of mixed junk in here. There are two of the largest things are actually what appear to be two handles that look a lot like the ones that you guys found.
I take them.
Okay, make me a listen check.
Nope.
Okay, what do you do? What? You took them. You got them.
I'm gonna put the box back.
Okay.
And
Did you get the handles?
push it back under the
Yeah, it's under the bed.
And I'm gonna put them in my pockets.
Okay, they're in your pockets.
And I'm gonna make my way towards the window.
Okay, give me a luck check.
Yeah.
What kind of distraction was that? That sucked ass, Austin. I'm so disappointed. Tommy's got something in his room. When my friend's robbing you, can we go look?
I was speaking slowly, so
you made it?
he could have
made the luck? You were just out of the window when you hear Tommy's door open. You're standing in the window. What do you do?
I just fail.
You just drop. No, you're out. You're just outside. You're outside. You're outside the window. You've just climbed out, and the door's opening.
Can I hide somewhere?
If you just drop straight down to the ground, they won't be able to see you because the window's like this high.
I'll do that.
Okay, you're down on the ground. As you hear, it sounds like Tommy's dad and your good friend Michael walks in. So where do you think this treasure is, Michael?
I look around.
Is that what you call it? Is treasure?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
I see the desk. Yes.
There's a desk. There's a chest of drawers. There's a small wardrobe and the bed.
I'll check the wardrobe first.
Okay, he helps you search the room. You guys eventually find the hat box called treasure. And he's asking you, what does she want out of this?
I look inside and...
No handles or anything. There's a bunch of stuff in there. Some crushed pennies. There's a lot of loose change like in there. Some buttons, that kind of stuff. It's a lot of just some broken spectacles.
I pick up the remaining crushed pennies. These are what she was asking for. There's 2 of them.
Oh. Yeah, she can have them if it'll make her happy. Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome. He closes it up and he just throws it back underneath the bed. He seems pretty upset. You just leave. Make me a spot hidden. I need a hard spot hidden from you.
Well, I'm not
actually.
it. Nope.
Okay. So you hear all this conversation go on. You hear them obviously look in the treasure box, and he gives them a couple crushed pennies, and then you hear him leave. And you hear Tommy's dad leave the room as well.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can leave any time. You don't think anybody is going to look for you or anything like that. So you can head off, and the 2 of you can meet.
I'll go back to my house on the porch and wait.
Okay.
Soon if I stand on the porch, you'll see me.
Oh yeah, you do.
I walk over.
We'll play that. We'll see now.
I take him inside and go to my room.
Stop! What the hell's wrong with you?
And I show him the handles.
Yep. Yeah, that's a dead match. It's definitely the same.
Okay, then.
So these are gold?
Tarnished. That's the one.
Maybe.
You don't think it's gold. They're not heavy enough, that kind of thing.
So she
It
just
looks
said,
the
she
same.
just said that they were gold.
She thought they were
Okay.
gold.
Brass and gold
She's
do
12.
look kind of similar, so I can understand why she was mistaken.
Well, where's the
They're
final
identical.
handle?
They're definitely the same.
Well, you have 3. I have 2 in my hand.
2.
Well, I have 2. He has 2. He handed me
I
one.
thought you found 1.
I found 1 in the house, and
There were 2 in the box.
there were 2 in the box.
2 in the.
There was still 1 missing.
No, you would guess 3 missing. Yeah, each coffin has 3 handles on each side. Because there's 3 pallbearers on each side of the coffin.
Once we
It's-
find all
it
3,
helps
the
distribute them.
vampire will come and kill us all.
We've saved the day.
This may be a bad time, but your son Tom gave me money. So.
I want his fucking
So you guys found it is definitely a match. Whatever he found, he's on the train tracks amidst some other broken wood or something, according to Jill from what she said.
How the fuck you do
Back to Doc Underwood's house.
Yeah.
He's got a very nice house, a 2-story house, a little bigger than the houses in town. It's on the side of a hill. It's going to probably take 2 of you pushing him up the hill, because it's a decent incline. The 2 of you are doing it? Okay, Yori. Athlete Girl and Gangster Boy are going to, each one of you can grab a handle and push him up the hill. And you guys get up to the house and get him up onto the porch, because there's steps. Doc Underwood's there. He greets you, he invites you in, come on in. He's got candy for you, he asks if you want some lemonade. Yeah, he's got some lemonade, and he pours everybody lemonade and sits down. How can I help you, Jim?
Well, I guess I'll start off and say, Doc, I need some advice from you that's not of medical nature.
Well, shouldn't you be talking to your parents?
Well, I think you're the only one who has experience with this.
Alright. Well,
if he's thinking what you were insinuating, he was thinking.
yeah, probably not. Doc's been a bachelor all his life, so.
He's gonna say, Billy, last night saw a light on coming out near the old plantation. The night we found Tommy, and we went to look at it today, and we saw some disturbing things. I wanted to know. I've heard that you've been there before, or that you know about it. I want to know what you have.
Well, when I was young.
Yeah.
Wait, what disturbing things did you see?
Well, we saw lots of coffins. There was boards that had been trapped, and some people thought they saw things that didn't stick around.
But regardless, what do you know?
Can I make a persuade roll to, or is he going to?
He's gonna tell.
Hell yeah.
It's an old man getting ready to tell a ghost story. Of course he's gonna tell you.
And around, children, drink.
It's good, pretty good lemonade. Now, my grandmother told me this story. Told me this story. She told me, she told me I was too young to remember it, but she lived in Sanguis before they moved to the railroad. They moved down here towards the tracks in 1890, this is 30 years ago, or 40 now. She was living near a farm near here when the original Sanguis was established in the 1870s, and she was even old by then and had lived her whole life in the mountains here. Get off your phone, Kyle. You're in the scene.
Right?
She told my mother the Bennett farm had been established well before Sanguis in 1832, when the Creek Indian land here was open to settlers. And you see, plantations never really grew up in the hills around here because there wasn't any place to really grow the kind of crops that slave laborers used for, and that's cotton, tobacco, that kind of thing. But E. Charles Bennett, that was his name, he thought differently, and he came with his family and a handful of Negroes and set up south of the river, built a good-sized house. You were there. You shouldn't have gone there. There was a few outbuildings, place for slaves, started clearing the land. He brought his wife, his family, and his 3 daughters. It didn't go well. See, the land hereabouts ain't good for that kind of crops in great amounts, like I said, and the isolation didn't seem to suit any of them, white folks or slaves. Strange stories began to circulate in the nearest towns. That was probably Carlton in Georgia, 20 miles away. So it's no surprise that when things went bad there, nobody found out for quite a while. I think it was the summer of 1835 when they came to look in on the Bennetts. There had been no word from them in some weeks. The men who came to investigate found the farm empty and quiet. Doors had been left open. There was a terrible smell about the house. They found E. Charles Bennett hanging in one of the rooms upstairs by a crude noose. Hey! There was no sign of whatever the man had stood on to hang himself or what had been pulled out from under him when he hung, and they found no trace of his wife or his young daughters. The slave shacks were empty. Everyone was gone. Same with the animals, all gone. Everything was gone. There was no sign of any kind of struggle or attack. Some blamed the Creek Indians, most of whom had emigrated out west by that time, and others wondered if the slaves had murdered everyone and then fled north. They couldn't explain some things, though. In the kitchen, they found a mortar and pestle had been used to grind up a good deal of glass. The work was left on the table. And across each doorway and window, a line of salt had been placed, though much of it had blown away by then. And that's what my grandma told me. Now, when I was your age, we all knew about the place, Haunted Bennett Plantation. The other kids claimed the house was haunted by the ghost of E. Paul Bennett. He was said to roam the place looking for something. Usually they said it was his lost treasure. And there was also tales of lights in some of the upper windows at night, and strange sounds that came out of parts of the woods, cries sometimes, voices. I never heard any of them myself, but some of my friends claimed they had. I went there once. I was probably 12 or 13 years old, and I went on a bet my cousin made me about the place. He claimed I wouldn't go upstairs and find something to bring back to prove it. It was an old bet. Lots of kids had done it. A few of us went out to the farm. It was a bad place. The woods had grown back up in the 40 years or so since the place had been abandoned, though. They all seemed kind of they all had kind of sickly look to them. Nothing ever seemed to grow quite right out there. They waited near the house while I went up the front door and up a narrow staircase to the second floor. There was a bang or a bump in the house somewhere, and I tried to reassure myself it was just a raccoon or a possum. As I reached the top of those stairs, a door slammed somewhere, but I told myself it was just the wind. The door at the end of the hall on the left was the only one that was closed, so I figured it must have been that one. I walked slowly up and opened it, looking for some trinket from the house to prove I'd been up there. And hanging from the rafter, in the center of the room, believe it or not, I know you think I'm probably just telling you a story, was a man. His face was dark purple, like a bruise.
I'm looking directly at you. That's who Ella.
And his tongue was swollen and hanging out of his mouth. And he wore rough homespun clothing and swayed slowly back and forth, the rope making a creaky silence in the house. And then his eyes opened, bulged out of his head, and he looked right at me.
That's what I saw. I saw him.
You saw? You children should not be going up to that house. You notice that Doc Underwood is he seems a little shaken by that.
Did you find something to prove you were up there?
I don't remember much after I saw him. The other boys told me they heard him scream from upstairs somewhere, and then I came running out of the house shrieking. I collapsed near him in a faint, and he had to carry me back home. Pretty good ways. You know how far it is. We weren't happy about that. I don't think they believed me when I told them what I saw. See, they went back in a group, and they told me there was no rope or man of any kind in the room upstairs. Our footprints were pretty visible in the dirt and dust of the place, however. It looked like I'd gone to the room at the end of the hall, but they swore there were no footprints leading back.
When we were there, things just disappeared before our eyes.
You shouldn't. You children should not be going out to that place. That's a bad place. I wouldn't normally tell anybody this story. People are doubtful. Well, what's this about? Coffins?
Well, what are we supposed to do? We don't know what happened to Tommy, and that was our only lead.
Yeah, didn't you tell me you found coffins all over the place?
Yeah.
I started to ask you about it, and she was just like,
I
what
was like,
did you...
regardless of that, what do you know?
It was very dramatic. I liked it. What'd you say about coffins?
Well, there were coffins in all the rooms. Almost all the rooms.
Well, nobody lives there. I don't think.
All the coffins were locked.
With
new locks, too!
Well,
Looks like somebody'd been up in one of those rooms.
I'll tell you what. I can go into Heflin. I can ride into Heflin tomorrow, and I can go check at the county seat and see if anybody owns the place. Maybe it's been sold by the state.
Why would you have coffins in your new house?
That is really very strange.
Why don't you come out there with us?
He goes white when you say that, and then he kind of composes himself. Well, I tell you what, Teddy, I have not been out to that house since I saw what I saw, and I don't want to see it again.
Well,
And Ella-Marie just says she saw things that then disappeared. I don't think any of you or me or anybody should be going to that house. Hopefully that place will fall down.
You telling me you won't go somewhere a cripple's been?
Maybe I'm smarter than a cripple. He smiles at you. He's joking around with you. He's joked about he's joking with you.
You motherfucker!
I'll tell you what. Tomorrow is what is today?
Yesterday was Tuesday.
Today, son.
What? Well,
No, in the game, you goof.
so today would be Wednesday.
well, I'm wearing my Sunday's best.
Oh my God.
Wednesday. I'll ride down to Heflin tomorrow. I'll go down to the courthouse and I'll see if anybody owns the house. If not, was there anything else there? Just a bunch of old coffins?
We think there's vampires in them.
Well, some of them look new.
Don't listen to him. We think there's vampires.
Are these coffins that have been there?
Did look
Have these
new.
coffins been there for are they covered with dust and dirt and grime?
Some.
Some, but not all.
Alright, I will go into town tomorrow. I'll go into Heflin. And I'll check at the county seat. And if the house has not been sold, I will contact the sheriff. And he and some deputies can go in there. Obviously, somebody must be squatting there, which is against the law. And if they got some coffins,
Digging up graves.
they might be digging up graves and stealing jewelry and valuables from people's hands. And we will, we'll take care of it. I will. Basically, what he's telling me, he's going to go into town tomorrow, make sure that the house is still abandoned, and if it is, then the sheriff will come out and they will come and they will investigate. Is that all right? Would that put y'all's minds at ease?
I don't know. It's going to be fast enough.
It's going to be what?
Fast enough.
We
What are you having in your mouth?
Everything.
I'm strong.
we can keep watch over it tonight and make sure that nothing is up
Keep
there.
watch over the house.
Not
You
up
children
there.
should not be going out there at night.
Just
Jesus Christ, do not. He looks like super serious. Do not drive to that house at night.
Yeah.
But you said
Oh,
it was just stories and stuff. And
Didn't you just hear the story I just told you about what I saw? I'm a big believer in science, but I don't know what I saw when I was maybe I was hysterical, but it looked real to me, and I still believe that something awful's in that house. Don't be going out to that house at night.
well, still, we can just keep an eye on it from town. Is what I was meaning.
Yeah.
See if anything comes up tomorrow.
How can you keep an eye on it from town?
We saw the light on in the window from out on the train tracks.
There was a light?
Yeah.
Now, y'all didn't tell me that either.
Oh, yeah. That was the first thing you mentioned when I said that's why we go out there. I said when we were out getting Tommy,
Don't you
Billy
think-
saw a light.
Okay, I missed
That's
something.
what, yeah.
Don't you think
Alright,
all
so he
this
doesn't
is
say it. We'll
evidence?
retro
You
that.
said you saw a light. You
We
didn't
have-
necessarily
somebody-
say it was from
alright.
the
I thought I did.
building.
Somebody could have bought that house and be trying to live out there. Some fool. So we got to find out if somebody owns it first, and I'll find out for you. I'll let y'all know by dinner time tomorrow night.
Okay.
It's 10 miles. It's going to take me a couple hours to get there. You know that he has a horse and buggy. He doesn't have a car.
I'm good with that information if y'all are.
Can you at least tell the sheriff that's what you're going to do, just in case you have a mission?
If that. What do you like? What do you mean tell the sheriff? You want me to go to his office tomorrow too?
Just cover.
If I find nobody owns that house, I'll go straight to the sheriff's office in Heflin, and I will tell them what you all have told me.
It's out of character. He's going to fucking die.
We'll know by tomorrow morning.
That's tomorrow dinner.
Right. No, you'll know by tomorrow morning if he's dead.
Well, I mean,
Word
if he goes
spreads
out there
and,
and he says he'll be back by morning and he dies out there.
He's not going out there. He's going to the county seat.
Yeah, I know.
He's
If he
gonna- oh.
goes to the county
Oh, yeah,
thing
okay.
and dies there, that's what I thought you were meaning.
Oh, okay. What?
Or on
Yes?
the way. When this is done, can I go ask Jill something?
Yeah, it didn't take you guys long to rob. Is there anything else you guys want to deal with Doc and Rob? He does ask you some more information about what you saw.
I tell him I saw the white man that was hanging, and then my brother saw a Negro man that was in a bathtub, and just the general coffins, and then under the stairs there were the knives and forks and stuff, just preventing someone to get in. I had to bandage Richard's foot.
Yeah, that one's perplexing to him. He walked up those stairs, but that was like almost 60 years ago. So, but that is strange. Is there anything else you guys tell him about the house? And I can give you guys can all make the four of you can make an idea check.
Oh, okay. I want to use psychology.
Yeah.
I made the idea check.
What do you to see if he's telling you the truth?
Yeah.
Or just fucking with you? You made the idea check. You guys can make idea checks. Everybody there can make me a quick
Did I
idea
notice
check.
any change when I said vampires?
Oh, 81? No.
No, not
Sorry,
him.
what's the idea again?
He seemed to be kind of doubtful about that. Obviously, he believes in ghosts. All right, you made the idea check. Yori's checking to see if he's a psychologist. You didn't make it? Okay. You can make an idea check, Yori, and so can you, Kyle.
Oh, okay.
Just to see if, and you already made it, so at least one person's got it.
You made it.
You two have not told him about that room that somebody been living in.
Yeah, we did.
Did you?
He said somebody had been out there.
Yeah.
You said somebody been out there, but you didn't go into detail on, like, there's a bed, there was a lantern, a lamp, somebody lit a fire.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
didn't question about that, because he, like, focused in on, I saw a fucking
And,
ghost.
okay, and I didn't.
And he, like, focused in on
Necessarily
that.
say
So
that.
you guys
Well,
realize
he-
you didn't go into a lot of detail.
Yeah, not detailed, but he said there's somebody been out there, and I'm like, ain't that evidence enough? We can get the sheriff involved.
If
I
nobody
mean, he
owns the
already
place.
thinks that people are squatting there. So.
If somebody's squatting there, basically what it comes down to is if somebody's squatting there, yes, the sheriff will get involved.
Okay.
If somebody has purchased the house and maybe they're just making do living out there for now, which is doubtful, he thinks, then somebody purchased the house. But you guys never went into you two realize you never went into a lot of detail on somebody living there.
Well-
Just that somebody's been there. You said somebody's been out there.
just in case it helps anything, I'll say, I mean, like, somebody's obviously been up there recently. There's new coffins. There was a straw bed and a lantern that had some oil in it.
Okay. That just makes him want to check in on it more.
Okay.
And he looks at his watch and he's like, I could never get down to Heflin this afternoon before they close at 5 o'clock. But no, he believes everything you guys are telling him, and he is interested in, like, figuring out what's going on down there.
Alright, I'm good.
So you guys have, like, a backer, an adult person who is actually, seems to be on your side.
Yeah, adults.
Nope.
Okay. And it is almost, oh shit, 6:30. Fuck, I was smarter. Okay. So, we'll deal with Jill real quick and then we'll finish up.
Okay. I go,
What do you want to know from her?
I heard, Jill, that Billy, Tommy?
Tommy Hicks.
Tommy. I heard that he told me about about the cock, how he found the handles originally, right?
Yes, she told you that Jill told her.
Mm-hmm.
He found the handles,
Just
and
kind of
she
info
deserves
dump with
half
all of you. Yeah.
because she was there when he found the handles.
Well,
Yes, I was there. I was there when he found them handles, and I deserve half.
where did you find it?
Well, it was up the rail line a little ways.
Where is that? Like, where would that be relative to where we are?
Up the rail line a little ways.
I take out the handles and offer it to you. Be more specific.
Be more specific.
Those are mine.
Yes, but I'll give
One
them to
of
you
them.
if you tell me where it was.
Alright, fine, I'll show you.
Yeah, I give her the handles.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, I follow her.
You boys think you know everything. She'll lead you up the rail track. It's a little. It's a ways past where you guys found Tommy's body.
No.
I think it's hard to tell. It was night. It was raining. We call it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's past where you guys found Tommy's body. It's up in this area here. It's a little north of the plantation.
So go with James.
Shut up, here. You guys can see the plantation house from here. You do find a little bit of debris when you look around in the area. There's some old wood. Debris. Cloth in that area. Maybe some kind of cloth. It's really old and rotten. It's obviously been a few months since. I need a spot hidden from you. It's a hard spot hidden.
I'm not gonna make it.
Since I'm with him, can I try to?
Yes, definitely. Oh, you're with him?
Yeah, I was with him the entire time.
You don't like these people like you all the time.
No.
You made a hard spot hidden?
Hard? Yeah.
Hard.
70,
Nice.
10 out of 70.
You find another one of these worn, oh wait a minute. Let's see, you find
I made an extreme spot hidden.
Midstream. You find another handle. It's like off the side, off the actual track, like wherever it was, it's scattered out in the woods. And you also find like what looks like a hinge. That it's a nice brass hinge. They're both like obviously aged. They've been out here for a couple months. And again, it looks identical. Either of you two can make a natural world roll if you wish.
Fuck, I should have been there.
That's okay. You'll have a chance to make the roll later. We're going to finish out this day until critical fail. So you have no critical fail. This is gold. This is definitely gold.
It's gold, motherfucker.
These are gold things. Don't let frickin' Jill see. Where's Jill? Let's give Jill. What's space for spot hidden?
10.
Oh, sorry, no.
I think it's
I was
25.
doing natural world.
25.
I was doing natural world.
You found them. She hasn't noticed. If you don't want to point them out to her, you don't have to. You just pocket them. She's looking around while you guys look around. So, yeah, there's all these little pieces of wood, and there's all this rotten old wrecked cloth, and then he found those handles. He found 2 of them.
I'm so sorry.
And one of them was mine because I was with him, and he wouldn't give it up. And I forgave him because I'm a good Baptist. But he shouldn't have done that.
Did he find anything else? Back then?
Not that anything he told you.
How recent did it look?
What?
Like,
When did you find it?
This was a couple months ago.
Couple months.
yeah, but
May,
I think it's a piece of wood and shit there. Like, how good a condition was this in originally?
Well, it was better than that. She's 12, dude.
That's dog shit.
Yeah.
I know, but
From the
it seems to be
look of it,
irritated.
from the look, that's fine. From the look of it, it's been out here for a while, weathered. She said they were new when we found them. Is that all you need from me?
Yeah, you can head back.
What do you guys' appearances, by the way? 50. What's your appearance there?
55.
Yeah, okay. I will. And she turns and starts walking back.
Your appearance is 55.
If you guys want, we can get together one last time before we end, and you guys can information dump with everything if you want.
Yeah.
It's just interesting.
You can make a natural history check if you want, or anybody can make a natural history check if they want.
I don't care.
I'm not gonna
I just figured
I'm
that
not
means I
gonna
was like a
succeed.
cute little kid.
You're
I
not
don't
gonna
have
succeed.
I don't have a lot of
Make the roll. There's a bunch of these little things that are gonna become useless after the end of the game, so keep that in mind too. If anybody gets
natural
within,
Oh,
roll?
we can't use it in a
no, they don't carry over. They don't carry over to the next session.
Alright, everybody give me your
Make the roll.
fucking thing.
You don't have to do it in advance. How many other of those are there out there?
I got
1, 2, 3, 4,
I got 3.
7, 8. How many does Ambralyn got? 9. If you miss it by 9%,
Well, this is the last roll of the night, right?
pretty much. We're wrapping up.
Hell no.
Oh.
So you're not sure.
That's you,
Sorry.
man.
You good?
And I'll give you that for free. Well, I'll give you guys that for free. You don't get any points for that. This is not gold. It's brass, obviously. Okay.
We meet up back at the grave.
We're going to end up on this evening, basically before supper time.
Wait, there's a graveyard in town.
Darn it.
It's not very close to town.
Yeah, it is.
It's way down here.
Yeah, it's closer to the treehouse.
See, Talapooza Cemetery is here. Town is here.
We can see.
But it is
Didn't one of the
500
plantations have a
It's a couple
graveyard?
1,500 feet or so. You guys call Talapooza Graveyard the slave graveyard, but it's not.
Gotcha, but it's the graveyard attached to like that plantation.
Not really.
No.
It's kind of close to it. Here's the plantation. There's the graveyard. There's the...
Gotcha.
Alright, so I'm going to try to run next Sunday again, guys. I know the Sunday after that's Super Bowl, and people just won't show up. So,
Sunday after next?
Yeah, Sunday after next is
Okay.
Super Bowl.
Because that's my birthday weekend, yeah. So.
The 4th? February 4th?
Oh, no, the 27th is what I'm saying. Like this Sunday. I'm saying that's a good thing.
This Sunday I'm hoping to play.
You're
On the
hoping
28th.
Oh, this Sunday? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if I'll be
Come on. Come on.
For your birthday.
You're throwing
Spend
a
Saturday
rockin'
with me.
party, more like, right? Don't fucking go crazy.
Hell yeah.
It'll be a celebration. I can do bonuses if you come
I need a
here.
birthday. I need a birthday. I need a birthday. I need a birthday. Papa.
Well, darn. My birthday was earlier this month.
We'll see.
And so,
I'm going to set up an event for this coming Sunday because we'll be able to finish this in one more game session.
Hell yeah.
Comments, questions, opinions?
Ben, you seem
Yeah, I wanna know what Ben-
feel like
Yeah, you guys want to know why all this shit's
yeah, me and Ben know. I
Maybe
think
you're right.
Amberlyn might remember.
Amberlyn didn't play that well.
No, didn't?
It was,
I couldn't remember whether
it was,
was
me,
there or
it was
Amberlyn.
me, you, Hannah, and James Brown.
Oh God, James Brown.
You never want to go on an
And
adventure with James Brown.
James Brown tried to kill a vampire on a train that went down south.
That's all
And
James Brown.
he failed to kill it, but he did push it off the train.
He punched it off the train.
And right after he punched it off the train, we tossed his coffin out the back, and it broke on the railroad.
That didn't happen. Tell him what you found in the coffin.
Oh, in the
Not the
coffin,
book, but the other.
in the coffin there was a vampire.
Oh, crap.
No, there was.
Oh, crap. That's
Vampire in the coffin.
I was like, why are you freaking out over here? It's like, oh,
Oh yeah,
God.
that's right. Vampires need their own grave dirt.
Oh, yeah, they bring their dirt with them.
What do you mean
Oh
by
my
that?
God, the glasses. You
It's some good dirt.
they have to return to their graves every day, or they can take some of their dirt with them.
Just a
What are you
trap
talking about?
jar of dirt.
That's a crazy theory. That's just crazy.
You're my crazy.
So, in other words, trying to punch this vampire in the jaw, not a good idea.
Well, he had a cross in his hand too.
Here's the thing, the vampire
And like
was
punched
basically
it with the
invincible.
cross.
We could not kill it no matter what we did. James Brown had a giant elephant gun that used to kill elephants. He pointed it at the guy, and the vampire was like,
Do it!
the cross that he had, the crucifix that he had from the priest that was on the train, did pretty good against him, but he just used it to whack it off the train and into Sanguis, Alabama, where this child has died.
James Brown.
It was never
A
said
great
that it was
step.
Sanguis, Alabama.
but there's a broken, and there's vampires happening now.
Is it vampires? Or am I just messing with you?
Considering the name of the town,
Sanguis is just meant like blood. That was what they. That's what they were hoping to do.
Blood, the bite marks, and the coffin.
There is a pretty good. There is a pretty good argument for vampires.
look at that.
Bonus.
Guys, okay, this is
Here's
not
the
going out.
bonus.
Like, here.
Bonus.
Those are mine.
Bonus.
But I think it's the
Here's
Lugaloos.
people, please.
The Lubaloo.
Uh,
Oh my God.
If it's that again, we might as well just fucking run.
The Lugaloos did it.
No, we won't deal with them again until your cowboy people come up.
Yeah, great.
Alright, let's see. Do I have all the character sheets or that anybody want to give me?
Those are all.
Okay,
I think there's mine's in that pile, I think, isn't it?
You guys haven't really gotten to the really... Well, the plantation was a little creepy, but the really creepy shit is still coming.
The juicy stuff.
The juicy creepy.
Okay.
Alright, but did you guys enjoy this so far?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try to continue next week. Oh, I forgot to show you guys these. There's the front of the plantation.
Oh, that might would have helped.
Well,
Not really.
no.
Do you have any,
Here's the back when it's intact. You guys got pictures.
Pretty much everybody I know.
Here's
Any interest in 6-6?
This other stuff. I have the game.
That's okay.
Trying to get rid of it.
Oh.
That's coming in the future.
Is it still running?
Yes, we can turn
Oh, okay.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Picture in, I'm like, oh.